I'm back! I don't know, do you have anything to say about your Ellen for Snatch Game? Just to elaborate on that a little bit further, much like your Ellen, we've all put something into this competition that the judges didn't necessarily respond well to. I chose to stick to a character, and the judges didn't respond well to it. I don't care. Shit happens. People are dying in the world. Get over my fucking sneakers. This is a really difficult question for me. To make a really long answer short, I do think that being in Sirens hurt me. Why? There are a couple reasons. One, early on in the start of the competition, there was the gossip about that our Skype calls were just us talking shit about contestants and judges, and that's not how it was at all. We would just sit in the Skype and we would send each other funny Tumblr pictures and YouTube videos, and we would just, we would fucking make fun of each other, and we would just sit there and laugh, and I would go through Gemini's Facebook and pull up her old selfies, and I would link them in the TDR tag, and we would giggle about it. There were days that the only people that posted in the TDR tag were the Sirens. So we were bolstering the community as much as we could. I don't know why there was so much backlash to what we were doing. And it wasn't fair, and it wasn't very nice either. But, number two, we were hive-minding. And hive-minding is never good. What we would do is we would send each other our looks, and the reason why we did that is because, like, we wanted each other's advice. But all we would end up doing is just sitting there and going, yes, yes, you look so good! And we would get nothing done, and then we would get low or bottom 2 in the challenge, and then life sucks. But would I go ahead and would I start Sirens again if I had to do this competition? Probably not. But would I be friends with these girls? Yes. Why? Because I adore them. Like, I don't think that I could have picked a better batch of girls to, you know, be friends with. And I don't want to stop being gay, but I love them so much, girl. But yeah, that's it. Well, I mean, if you're offering... But no, seriously, there's only one gay bar here that has drag queens, and it's a very depressing place. It's very run down. And I hate going there because it just makes me very self-conscious, and there's not a lot of growing to be done there. If I want to do drag, then I need to do it somewhere where it's a little bit more positive atmosphere. And the only places nearby would be like 45 minutes south, an hour and a half south, or 2 hours north to Orlando. And I just don't have the time. I work 60 hours a week, and on top of that, I don't have the gigs. Like, I don't know how to set up a gig, and getting gigs, and it would just be ridiculous. But I am mingling. I met a couple lesbians today that were setting up for Pride in my area, and they have a lot of connections to a lot of drag queens that are very well known in Florida that can possibly help me find like a couple amateur nights that I can get started and get, you know, my roots in. And I would absolutely love that. I think it would be great. So yeah, the answer is yes, I would love to perform. If you have a gig for me, hit me up. My cell phone number is 555. I'm a fucking faggot. Bye! Wow, Rita, I think that's the first thing that you said to me since the competition ended. I think that this competition changed everything for me visually. I'm still me at the core, I promise. I'm just a little bit prettier. And to thank for this, obviously, I have to thank my judges. I'm really happy that you put up with me every week. Especially Rita. Thank you for staying on the phone with me. I'm sorry that we had a falling out. And that you don't talk to me anymore. But I really do appreciate it, regardless of what I had to say at the end. And I'd like to thank my competitors for pushing me, and obviously my Sirens for being my BFF Biffles. I don't think that I could have gotten nearly as far without you guys. And then I'd also like to thank Ultra, of all people, for teaching me probably the most important lesson of this competition, that in the end of the day, don't stress about it, because it's just people's opinions. And that everyone's fierce in their own way, and it's okay to be a little bit weird and different, and to take risks. And so I'm really happy with everything that I've done here. And I don't know if you say goodbye in these things, but I'm going to say goodbye, because I really appreciate all the time I had.